Welcome back to Lunch Break. I'm Tanya Rivero. Ever been at the airport and gotten jealous of all those folks in the TSA Precheck lines? The ones who breeze through security without having to remove shoes and laptops or toss their water bottles. Well, WSJ middle seat columnist Scott McCartney joins us now from Dallas to push aside the veil on this still largely misunderstood program. Hi there, Scott. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Tanya. Good to be with you.
So, Scott, I think a lot of people are confused as to how exactly this pre-check system works. Can you fill us in?
Yeah, Precheck is a trusted traveler program. So it started with frequent flyers with long histories that TSA could look at and say, we think we can trust those people. We'll put them through a background check and to make sure. And then it was expanded to include people who were already in another government trusted traveler program called Global Entry. That's at the Customs and Border Protection Office, and people who undergo a background check and fingerprinting there get to skip all the long lines to re-enter the country and go to a kiosk and put your fingerprints on there and breeze through. But now TSA is trying to get more people into the program to fill up the pre-check lanes at the airports.
I think people would certainly love to be in this program, but there's still a little confusion about how you get into the program because there was a free trial. Is that right?
Well, it's there still is, and you can't really sign up for that, but you can enroll in the program, and that's the important thing. So starting in December, TSA started opening enrollment centers where you can walk in and apply. You can make an appointment and apply. It costs $85 for 5 years of enrollment. You fill out some information. They run a background check. You give them your fingerprints. And then once they clear you, they give you a known traveler number, and you put that in your frequent flyer program. And then in theory, you're set. There's some randomness to it, but most of the time, Precheck's going to get printed on your boarding pass, and you get the expedited screening.
Oh, worth that, $85, especially if you are a frequent traveler. But there are some glitches the program is running into. Is that right, Scott?
Yeah, I think there are two main things going on right now. One is people who are in the program are complaining that the lines are getting clogged because TSA is taking people who, based on their frequent flyer history or the route they're traveling that day or other criteria, they're giving them that free trial by just printing Precheck on their boarding pass and sending them over there. There are also behavior detection officers who are funneling people into Precheck lines. They're trying to give them a taste of what it could be like in hopes it'll get them to enroll. But the problem is those people are clogging up the lines. They don't know the drill. They want to know why they don't have to take their shoes off. They were for a while putting elderly people through there who were really slowing things down. They've backed off that. But there's also the confusion of, well, once you get it for free several times, why do I need to sign up? And people start thinking, hey, I'm already in this program, so I don't need to go enroll. And there's been a lot of confusion over that.
And real quick, Scott, before we go to break, is there any danger that the security is just not tight enough for this program?
Well, TSA thinks this really enhances security. It gives them the ability to run background checks on travelers and then separate the people they know something about from the people they don't. If you think of it as looking for a needle in a haystack, they think this reduces the size of the haystack on the other side so they can look more closely at people about whom they know nothing.
All right, Scott McCartney, thanks so much for all that valuable information.